No, we embrace cursing and swearing. Just don't be afraid to say whatever you want. Just remember that it will be on YouTube for the rest of all time.
Yep. Incriminating.
Welcome back to the Thrashing Couch on Thrasher's Paradise. I'm the Thrash Man himself, Colin Sterling, and today we got very special guests all the way from Sacramento / the Bay Area of California.
Hi,
Flub.
Mom. How
Hello.
you doing?
Now, like I mentioned before entering the camera mode, you guys are the first ever American band on the show, so a round of applause is deserved.
Oh, yes.
Came a long way.
Yes. Came a long way just to be interviewed. Just kidding. We're here in Guelph at a Thai restaurant of all places for Guelph Death Fest. Gentlemen, you excited to rock this Thai restaurant?
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
Last minute change, but it's going to be an exciting event. I'm pretty sure things are going to get a little nifty over here. We're going to have to move all the tables and hopefully no mosh pits destroy these windows or something.
If you throw a chair into the crowd, it's bound to get a reaction. Just get a mosh going.
Yeah, there's going to be technically not a first, but a fourth playing like a different restaurant. So
Awesome. Where else have you performed before, restaurant-wise?
played at a Chinese restaurant in Medford a couple months ago. This was called Bamboo Room. Yeah, it was like housed like probably a good like 20 people, but it looked like a huge show because it's such a small room. Really good
Right.
time. People were killing each other in the room. It was
Oh,
amazing.
perfect.
Yeah.
We
Good
also
crowd
played
reaction.
some smokehouses.
Yeah, played one up in Grand Prairie. Can't remember the name of that place though. It was
It was like the
better than Ted's or something.
better than Fred's.
Better than Fred's. Yeah.
I think so. Don't remember. There was also another place we hit.
That was in Lethbridge. That was the first smokehouse, the small one.
Yeah, it was. Which one's the one that gave us the really good food?
That was Grand Prairie. Yeah.
All right. Now, when I first got this interview, I was really excited, and I've been dying to ask this question since we arranged this. What the hell is Flub? What's the meaning behind the name?
Meaning behind the name? Alright, so I didn't believe the name was a real word. I didn't think so. I just thought it was something stupid. So when we first started this project, we didn't really have a project name for it. We were just kind of writing some stuff, threw it together, and we had some other like ideas, like some shit about the moon,
Okay.
and then like something else. But then when we were in the studio like tracking, he was tracking guitars and he just kept messing up parts over and over again. But he kept saying, "Oh, I flubbed it." And I said, "Shut up! It's not a real word.
I
It's
was
not
like,
real."
yes, it is. Google
Yeah.
it right now.
So he made me Google it, and yeah, it indeed was a real word.
Oh.
And then a couple days later, just out of one of our fucking heads, one of us said, like, "This is called the band Flub. Fuck it. Like, we have nothing else to do." So, yep, there goes. It just
Excellent.
happened.
I do believe you guys have had some success, and I saw a post the other day. You guys did just release your demo album, which was 6 years in the making.
Yeah.
What's that like to finally have it done, created, and out there for the whole world to listen to now?
It's pretty cool. It's very it's like a weight lifted off our shoulders in a sense. I feel the process didn't really need to take as long as it did, but just coincidences at hand, just the situations that kept adding more and more delays. I felt that we hit a lot of roadblocks that were they're debilitating to the band, where we end up kind of falling apart slowly over time. And I saw in each one of us how we kind of like started drifting a little further away from the project and doing other things. And I felt kind of like it played with me in my head like some depression and shit, and I started feeling a little bad about it. And I saw my bandmates feeling the same way, and kind of just took it upon myself to do what I can to help us get this album out. And finally we finished everything for it, and our studio guy took a bit time to get it done. He's a very busy man, so when he finally had the final product, we just sent it out and got a good reaction, so we're pretty happy about it.
Awesome. Now, was it always the main goal to get this album out first before releasing any other albums, songs?
Yeah.
This material, it was written in like 2013, 2014. It was
You won't see it, don't
Yeah, so it was like 2013, 2014 that we wrote it. So a lot of these songs, if you go to the Guitar Pros, it has like, it'll say my name for one track, and then it'll say the original guitarist's name for the other track from like 2013. So that's how old these are. So it was about getting them done so we can show the world all of our new ideas, which are like, I personally think they're a lot better. So that's why we wanted to release this and then drop the next thing and just continue forward from there.
Awesome. So you mentioned the original guitarists. Are there any original members still in the band, or are you all just a new form of Flub?
Well, pretty much me and Eloy started the band together. This
Okay.
was our project that we started after both quitting our initial bands. My first band was called Nightmare in the Twilight. His was Beyond All Ends. But like, we both quit our bands on the same time and just like kind of mosey on around the music scene, going to shows, hanging out, and we decided to start the band together. And after we had the initial demo and made the band name, I had material that I was writing on guitar, and I hired a session drummer that was named Jared Klein. Had him come work on the material with me for my birthday, and Eloy was there the whole weekend with us, and we decided to show him the material. He seemed interested, so we acquired him. And we had a different bassist and guitarist back in the day, but they didn't really contribute to the writing process. One was supposed to, but ended up not really having the time to do it.
All right. Now, I read this post from the River of Nile's Instagram announcing your album. Now, forgive me if I screw up the information, but you and Rivers of Nile have the same drummer?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. What's that like for you guys when he's with Rivers and Niles and they're currently doing Summer Slaughter? Is that difficult for you guys to like go on these tours and start to write new music, or is it easy to find like a backup guy?
Oh, it's actually, we're blessed to have a really good friend named Garrett Garvey, who is an incredible drummer, just a great dude, and very dedicated, learns all of our stuff, does what he has to do it. So we love Jared, and we love having him on every tour, but we understand that he's busy with Rivers, and having Garrett is a blessing because he can do this stuff, and he's really driven. And as far as our fill-in guitarists, we have a dude named Victor Hansen, who is an original guitarist for the band, who he's doing the stuff with us right now, and pretty happy to have both of them. So, I mean, as far as the writing process is concerned, we kind of always wrote, like, I would write the majority of the stuff and then send it out to them to like put their spin on it. But for the majority, it's not really that big of a problem because we would have them learn it, track his parts, and then we just get together when we can and play and get it tightened up. So it's not too big of an issue right now. He's still like,
Yeah, like I say, like the workload is like for our kind of writing, especially like when I first started working with Eloy, he was one of my favorite writers automatically. So anything he spat out, I immediately fell in love with. And he never really argued about anything I did on vocals. He usually is pretty cool about it. Or if we ever had small suggestions, it'll be just like, hey, you mind? Well, what if this sounds like this? But for the most part, he composes a good 95% of the material, and I do all the writing. And then Jared spices up all the drums. And our last bassist, Matt, he did a bass for the album, and he added a little twist here and there on some parts. And yeah, pretty much the writing process is just kind of one after another. It's not too difficult.
That's awesome, and that's great to hear. Now, with that said, when can we expect the North American tour of Rivers and Niles with Flub supporting?
That would depend on Rivers and Nile.
yeah,
'Cause-
that's on you guys.
yeah.
Rivers,
Well-
we're waiting.
Well, they'd have to put Jared through double duty, which I'm pretty sure. Like Jared's always up for the challenge. He
That's
loves
good cardio,
he loves
man.
going crazy. He's just a machine behind the kit. So yeah, it would just depend on those guys. We would love to do it if it was in the cards. Right now, we're just trying to get our album out there right now, and as you can see, we're here in Canada.
Good old great nation of Canada. Now, this isn't your first time here, correct?
No.
Yes. For
Well, here.
Oh wait, no. For here, Flub, yes. First time being here in Guelph.
In Guelph, but you've
we've
been to this amazing country
Yes,
beforehand.
Yeah.
we've been to Canada before. Yeah.
About 2 months ago, we came here with Inanimate Existence. We hit like through
Right.
British Columbia all the way to like Manitoba. Then we hit Thunder Bay in Ontario, but then we left after that.
Yeah, love
So-
Canada.
Came right back a month
So-
later to kind of cover a little more ground, and hopefully we could try to hit like Nova Scotia early next year.
Yes.
So,
From what I've been told, the Halifax scene in Nova Scotia is very
yeah.
good. But you left after Thunder Bay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Thunder Bay's that depression. No. Wait, Chad, you've been to Thunder Bay, right? How was it?
Yeah.
Exact point proven. So I'm sorry that you had to end off the tour in our sad ass part of Ontario.
It wasn't that bad. It was
I
okay.
liked it. I liked the
It was
We
it was
had
a
good
nice
show.
calm ending to like a wild week. We had already had some like just like long drives and just crazy shows go on beforehand. So it was a nice calm way to say goodbye to the Inanimate Guys and
Yeah.
Eye of Horus.
Great
Got
show.
to hang out. We went to the little casino across the street, got free soda.
Ah.
That's all we were drinking is Diet Cokes all day.
Yeah, I got free coffee from there because I didn't want to gamble.
Just sit at the machines and pretend like you're gambling. Yes, I'll have another whiskey Coke, please.
That is brilliant. Boys, write that down. We now have our method to getting free drinks in casinos. Now, after conquering both the great nation of Canada and the United States, what's next for you guys? Where else would you like to conquer?
Well, it is my plan entirely to make Flub conquer the world. No.
Our
With that said, yeah, our plan entirely. Even if we play like a show for 5 people across like somewhere else, as long as we played there, I'm happy. So,
Yeah.
my goal is like to get us hopefully next year to Japan and the UK.
Ooh,
At least a
Japan,
small run.
number one.
Japan.
And then it is quite possibly in the cards that we have probably a show or 2 in Mexico.
Ooh.
Yes,
And then-
legal.
From there, try to hit as much of the United States as possible. Flub is yet to hit the East Coast in the States, so
Okay.
it'll be the next step for us to get in the U.S. But from there, yeah, try to just circle back around, hit some other spots in the world, see what we can do with it.
Fun fact, we've actually seen more of Canada than we have the U.S.
Yeah. How sad.
It's
No,
awesome.
sad.
dude. It's awesome. I love Canada.
We got a beautiful nation right
Oh, yeah,
here,
it's
country
great.
right here.
I just know our U.S. fans are just like, what the fuck? You guys live here. You don't tour here. My bad. My bassist is Canadian. He's
Oh.
making us tour here. It's awesome.
He's got a good, they got a Canadian basis. What part of Canada is he from?
He's from here.
Well.
He lives like right around the corner. Not that far from here.
So was he kind of your in to get into the Guelph Death Fest?
Yeah, he's actually the one hosting the event today. His name is
Oh,
Liam.
really?
Yeah, he sets up a lot
Yeah.
of tours and stuff.
He's a booking agent for Nomadic Arts as well as just
Oh, wow.
see him around everywhere on other tours, filling in for other people. But I met him on tour with Depths of Hatred when I filled in for them last year, and he was filling in as a guitarist and showed him the Flood material before it was released, and he was really interested in it. And our bassist at the time, Matt, he is like unable to tour. He has like a lot of obligations to deal with at home, so he had offered up, hey, if you guys need a touring bassist. So from there, he's kind of just been working with us. And he's been doing a good job.
Awesome.
He's got us here in Canada.
Perfect. Well, gentlemen, we are at the point of the interview where we end the questions, but we play a little game if you guys are interested.
Definitely.
Yes, I love
Okay,
games.
Awesome. The game is called Thrasher Trash. It's very simple. I'm going to say either a band, a song, or an album. Now,
Oh, good music.
Thrash.
Hey, that's racist.
Yes,
They're
yes,
doing-
Rage. This is Thrash. Perfect.
They're making fun of me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's his other band.
That's my other band.
That's your ever. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm the singer.
What happened to Rage, man? Why'd you end it?
Oh no.
We ran out of machines. He's raged at the toaster, raged at the oven, raged at the washer machine, to TV, the computer, and I was like, I ain't got no more machines to rage against. So
You can rage at PC.
Exactly how it happened. 100%.
Perfect. Well, the game's very simple. I'm going to say either a band, song, or album. If you like the band, song, or album, you say thrash. If you don't, you say trash. You don't need to explain your answer. But if you feel the need to, go right ahead.
All right.
Now, considering the fact that you guys are from the part of California where thrash was invented, we're going to start off with Metallica.
Oh yeah.
Thrash.
Totally.
Love Metallica. They're one of my favorite bands ever.
Lars Ulrich eats at my restaurant on occasion.
Oh, what restaurant do you work at in the Bay Area?
It's a pizza place called Tony's Napolitana.
Everyone, if you're in the Bay Area, check out
Best
that place.
pizza.
World famous.
World famous. That's important. That's important. We're gonna now go over to Sweden for some good technical death metal gods, I'd say, in Arch Enemy and Nemesis.
Arch Enemy, Nemesis, I would say thrash.
Thrash.
Yeah.
Of course.
We're
Thrash.
we're just naming all the good songs, right? All the good stuff right now.
Yeah.
And albums is where I always find it trickiest because
Ooh.
there's so many
I'm very
good ones.
specific on that.
Because
albums.
there's so many good albums out there in the death genre. It's just like, ugh. I'm gonna say Death's Leprosy.
Oh man, that's definitely thrash, but the production is trash.
Ooh.
Sorry for no, I love Death. I love Death. Don't get me wrong. I think that album is amazing, but I just don't like the way that it's mixed.
I definitely say Thrash. I personally have never been like a huge Death fan, but a good close friend of mine played him around me all the time. Definitely never had a problem with him. So
I'm going to shake your hand for giving your opinion because not many people do that, and we appreciate that here. Now that's the end of the game, but we now have one last question for you. It's a very serious topic. We call it the poser question.
Nice.
This question will discover if you guys are actual posers or real
dude,
metalheads.
they're gonna find out.
Oh no! They're about to
Find out
discover
their
us.
secrets about Mariah Carey. Don't worry. Let's see if they can pass. If you guys do get it right, we do have a treat for you.
Oh
Awesome.
Jesus!
You get 3 options
Okay.
because we have variety now.
Hey,
So the question is very simple. Who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God?
Trick question. Lemmy is God.
Correct. Do you know what movie it's from?
Airheads.
Airheads, yeah.
Awesome. Even
What is it,
better.
Brendan Fraser?
Yep. Brendan Fraser.
Well, congratulations,
and Adam
gentlemen.
Sandler.
Thank you so much for being on the show today. I really
Thank you for
appreciate
having
it.
us.
Ladies and gentlemen at home, please we'll do it off camera, Chad.
Oh.
Don't it's special for people off camera. Sorry, guys.
I don't know what happened.
Anyways, if you want to check them out, follow them on Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to buy their stuff off of Bandcamp. Anywhere else I'm forgetting?
Artisan Era Store has our merch and such.
The internet.
Internet.
We're-
Spotify, that's the thing.
We're possibly the only technical death metal band named Flub.
But there's
Probably
so many
check
that
on
you
that,
don't know.
but I don't think it's really hard to find.
Just don't get confused with Flubber.
Yes.
Yeah, go watch the movie.
And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, keep on thrashing.
Rawr.